It's October 2nd. That means it is officially National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Sadly, most of us do know someone or more than one person who has been touched by the disease.
Well, according to the CDC, over 240,000 women in the U.S. are diagnosed with breast cancer every year, with over 40,000 women losing their battles. Understanding the warning signs, getting regular screenings, and early detection remain at the forefront of breast cancer prevention.
The U.S. has recognized this month for nearly 4 decades, and it's important to continue the conversation surrounding breast cancer prevention. Joining us now is board-certified OBGYN and cancer survivor himself, Dr. Greg Marchand, along with the former vice chair at the New Jersey Federation of Republican Women and host of Money Talk with Melanie, Collette, back in studio with us. Dr. Marchand, I want to speak with you. Tell us about how important those early screenings are, early detection. I mean, we hear it all the time, but how significant can that early detection be for a diagnosis?
Well, thank you for having me. They are extremely important. As you may know, breast cancer, along with only a few other cancers, is a cancer that we actually have a screening test for, meaning we actually have a screening test that's been proven to be effective to prevent breast cancer. So it's extremely important we're using those screenings. And that's going to be starting at least by age 25. Women should be familiar with their own breast tissue, doing their own breast exams. And in average risk women, we want to go ahead and start mammograms every year or every other year by at least age 40. I can't stress how important this is to screen.
Melanie, I want to bring you in here. It's almost impossible to not know someone at this point that has been touched by this disease. As a woman, how high of a priority do you make it to go get those annual screenings?
It's a very high priority, and I'll tell you, one of the technicians shared with me one time when I was getting it done that the imaging is so good now, the technology is so great, that they can detect a pinpoint size. And sometimes they can just take it out, no chemo, no nothing. So get your screenings, ladies. Think of it this way. You're doing it to ensure wellness. Nothing to be scared about. You're ensuring that you're okay. Get it done. Very important.
Great point. It's about prevention rather than finding a problem after it's too late to do anything about it. So very good point there, Melanie. Dr. Marchand, you've beat cancer yourself. Does that play into how you work with your patients, specifically cancer patients, whether they have been diagnosed or not? It's a very overwhelming time for people who have gotten that scary diagnosis.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very, very grateful that when I had my cancer surgery, I was able to benefit from a minimally invasive surgery. That's going to be a surgery that's working through smaller holes so you can recover more quickly. And I'm just so grateful when I woke up from that surgery, I felt ready to fight, ready for chemo, radiation, whatever was next. So that's one of my passions for minimally invasive surgery, is to bring that feeling of feeling whole, feeling well, and feeling ready to fight to as many cancer patients as possible. When you've got bigger surgeries, that have more downtime, more recovery, that's when you get people really starting to feel like they're giving up. And I'd really hate for any patients I see that are suffering from cancer to have to feel that way.
Melanie, I know we are all extremely busy. Can't blame anyone for that. Right. But it is also, though, easy sometimes to forget about yourself. Women forget about themselves. Given all those different hats we wear, whether it's work or family, how important is it for women out there to prioritize their health, think about themselves a little bit?
We put ourselves last on every single list, but in this case, you have to put yourself first. It is extremely important, as the saying goes, put your own mask on before you help others. You can't be there for your family if you are not well and healthy, and make sure that you are healthy by getting all your annual exams. I know it's a lot, it stinks, it's not fun, but you have to do it. It's very important so that you stay super healthy and you're there for years to come for your families. To make it a priority. It's important.
Very well said. And as Dr. Marchand said, this is one of those diseases where we do have screening, we do have detection. So take advantage of that, because we have the technology that is quite reliable at this point. But Dr. Marchand, before we go, given the significance of this month, October, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and as a cancer survivor yourself, what message do you have for our viewers?
I think it's a great time for everybody to recognize how common of a disease this is. We're talking about the second most common cancer killer of women in the United States. And just a good reminder, if you haven't had your mammogram this year, go forward with it. And if you're one of those that has the facilities to go ahead and do BRCA testing, you may want to consider that too. We certainly want to decrease breast cancer numbers as quickly as we can.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Dr. Greg Marchand, Melanie, Collette, thanks for both of your insights and, of course, those very important reminders. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, get your mammograms, do all those screenings. It's worth it.